Hello everybody and welcome to FnB TV. I'm on the corner of 6th Street and McKinley with Mr. Kenny, and he's going to talk to us about a very cool program called the Arts Garden, which was brought to my attention by Marguerite Bigler, who is the event coordinator of the Devour Coalition. So, Mr. Kenny, sir, what is this, the Arts Garden all about?
Well, Arts Garden is, that's, first of all, that's arts with periods in between the letters. That's A for adaptive, R for reuse, T temporary, and S space. So it's adaptive reuse of temporary space. It's a vacant lot activation program we started with Roosevelt Row CDC, which is the nonprofit community development organization that kind of oversees this whole area downtown. You know, there's something really unique in our neighborhood, which is a lot of empty, unutilized space. This idea came from actually the community garden that's just right across the street called the Grow House. Every year we plant sunflowers along the sidewalks. And the sunflowers are really to serve as a living fence, a barrier between the people and the garden beds. So, but those are really the inspiration for the project. We would look at the sunflowers and then look at the vacant lots across the street through a partnership with the Bioscience High School and learning about what they're doing at their school, to where we're actually using the sunflowers to work with the students to create biofuel from the oil. They have a project underway. It's a biofuel hybrid solar powered vehicle that they're building.
Now we're talking about high school kids. We're talking about kids between 15 to 17 years of age building a hybrid car.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fueled by whatever you yield from this lot?
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing. So Kenny, obviously, I mean, the idea itself, of course, you sort of started the whole thing, but I think no man is an island and we all need help. Who's partnering up with you? Who's helping you? Who's assisting you in this effort?
Well, it's for this specific project, we're working not only with Roosevelt Row, who I work for, but Intel and the Bioscience High School. Those three partners are truly what's making this happen.
That's amazing. So it's not only community driven, but you actually have the support of some companies to actually fund the project and have it move forward.
Exactly.
That's amazing, Kenny. I think what you're doing is fantastic. Now we're going to go get Charlene and Brayton and talk a little bit about Grow House. So thank you so much for your time, Kenny. I really appreciate it.
Hi, we're here today at the Roosevelt Grow House, and I'm here with Brayden. We're going to talk a little bit about the program and what they do here. And this is Brayden, and you want to tell us what's going on?
Sure. So we're here at the Roosevelt Grow House. This is another project of the ARTS, Adaptive Reuse of Temporary Space Garden program. This is the original program that Kenny Barrett started with another artist about 3 years ago. It's a sustainable food pilot project. The idea is to demonstrate that we can grow between the sidewalk and the street here in downtown Phoenix and have edible landscapes that can contribute to what we're eating here in downtown Phoenix.
Okay, so we just came off of the street, and the house is located on 6th Street and Garfield, and this is literally the space in between the street, the asphalt, and the sidewalk. And you have 3-4 rows, 3 beds with 3 or 4 rows of plants going on. This is arugula?
Yeah, so this is really one of our money makers and crowd pleasers. We've just got a standard arugula variety, great in salads. We sell it at the downtown Phoenix public market. $5 a bag, and it's something that we actually grow in rotation. So this was planted 6 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and
so
we'll just rotate through it. Yeah. The way that we do things here is we have these berms made of mulch and our beds in the middle. One of the things in Arizona is you really want to grow in between the berms, down in the ground, to help make sure that the soil stays moist and to catch as much water as possible. So on the East Coast, you always grow on top of mounds, where I'm from. But down here in Arizona, everything's in the berms.
We need as much water as possible.
Need as much water as possible. Water is key. We've been really lucky over the last few months. We've had donations both from Ball and McGraw, which is a local company, and from the Keep Arizona Beautiful. But we have a system here now, after a few years of doing this, where we can really be as productive as possible between the road and the street, and it's not a ton of space, but we're able to serve several restaurants and the downtown Phoenix public market on Saturday mornings.
And how many pounds would you say you end up out of a bed?
Well, this is one of the cool things we're doing. We've hired several interns from the School of Sustainability at ASU, and we're really working through how much we're able to produce out of each bed, which varieties are best for what we're doing here at Grow House. And so we're trying to manage a system that's powered and fueled by School of Sustainability interns, and is really trying to figure out, okay, how much do we actually get out of here? Last winter, though, we were producing over 100 pounds of salad greens for the market, which was great.
Braden, thank you very much for showing us today what's going on and stuff like that. Would you just tell us, though, it does take people and volunteers and all of that to help you out. So what can people do to get this going or to continue making this happen so that we can see more of these gardens going on like this in between spaces and in front yards and working with yours as well?
Yeah, well, Roosevelt Row obviously is an amazing organization, but it doesn't do this alone. We have volunteer days specifically here for Grow House every Sunday from 10 to 2. Valley of the Sunflowers, if you check them out on Facebook, Valley of the Sunflowers has regular volunteer opportunities. And we're always looking for innovative ways to adapt temporary space. So this has all happened because of generous donations from corporations like Intel, and private donations keep Arizona beautiful. So if you're interested in contributing money or time to these projects and help us creating a vibrant Phoenix, we really appreciate it.
Show up on a Sunday?
Yeah, show up on a Sunday and then see what else, be creative about how else you want to contribute to what we're doing.
That's great. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
All right.